Yes, I think it's working. I'm actually getting an echo from a speaker. I've been playing my music here. It's Monday morning. I woke up early and I went to the little bistro I found yesterday. I didn't take a picture of it because it was so delicious. I ate it too fast. But I got eggs and bacon and baguette, which was exceptional. And yesterday we had heavy, heavy rain. Hang on, I'm going to turn off the speaker right over here. I'll be right back. For times I'm sitting in a room someplace and typing and working, I got this tiny little speaker with really great sound from Soundcore or from Anker. So, I walked down to the bistro and I was going to get a baguette and a cup of coffee, which I did. And then I looked at their menu. The hostel here has a breakfast, basically is egg and toast. And they had bacon and egg and baguette, and it looks marvelous. So I had that, and I was wound up talking to the woman who came in and sat down next to me, who's from Germany, Brazil, and Australia. And then when I came back here, sat down and have a cup of coffee, talking to Dylan from the UK, and Matt from Indiana, and Jonathan from Belgium. Yesterday it was Pau from Spain, and the young lady from Italy, a couple from England, and another man from Italy. So that's the highlight for me with traveling. Everybody today was in some form of transition, so they either quit their job or they're in between jobs. Matt is traveling until October. He's got a couple of things he's doing. He's going back to Texas to work with organizing a schedule for like a somewhat professional marching band. And then in October he goes to Antarctica to work with the Antarctic support scientist. And I did a training for Antarctic Support Group many years ago, team training. So had some things in common there. And, I've said many times, this is one of the things I love about travel and what I like about staying in a hostel. This one is really nice because it's close to everything. And I have a really exceptional room for a hostel. I think it's $28 a night with air conditioning, private bath, hot water. But then I go hang out and go down and have a cup of coffee, and I'm meeting people from all over the world. And we share stories and experiences, which is cool. So Dylan is just getting off the boat from Leticia that I'll be taking next week on Thursday. That was helpful. So last night I was working on this blog and I ran into some snags. One of them was I have this really nice recording I made of the howler monkeys. Couldn't figure out for the life of me how to get that into the blog. And so I've mentioned this before, but I just thought it's so fresh I was going to talk about it now. So I started probing and trying alternatives. Couldn't get it into the library. Tried to convert it, got online to get it converted, had to pay for a membership. I did a free conversion and it still wouldn't load. I tried to import it into an iMovie and it wouldn't import to an iMovie. And there came a point there in that process where I really wanted to get this on so you could hear it, but when I started realizing I'm really pushing and forcing it, and I don't do that. I mean, as a human, I do that, but when I realize I'm doing that, I just stop. Because forcing things, if it's not starting out with good energy, it's not going to end up with good energy. So I woke up this morning, walked down to get ready to go down to the restaurant, and I thought, wait a minute. This is a feature that in some way is available in Elementor Pro, which I have. And 2 or 3 months ago, I had a personal 1-hour consult, 45-minute consult with a man from Elementor. And in the course of that conversation, he mentioned being in Florida. And I mentioned, he said something about his son, and they mentioned monkeys. So I asked him, there's a place in Florida where they actually use monkeys for a Tarzan movie. So out in the Ocala area, there are wild monkeys. And he got so excited because his son's really interested in that. So I found a link with information to that. They can go visit. So the dawned on me, it's like maybe I can write to him. If I write to tech support, I might not hear for 5-6 days, and that's not going to help me. So I took the risk, and I basically told him, it's like, I don't know if this is appropriate, and I don't want to take advantage. I'm stuck on this issue, and I'm trying to get this form of an audio file into my WordPress, And then the last thing is like, if this isn't appropriate, please just let me know so. And then I sent him a copy of the file because it's the howler monkeys in the forest that I thought his son might like to listen to. So while I'm having breakfast, email came in from him. And he said, I hope this helps. Nice to hear from you. Hope you're having a great trip. And it's a link to the Elementor support site, step by step instructions. The point for me being, in my life, when I realize that I'm working hard, something's not flowing, and I'm trying to force it to work anyway, I can probably get it to work, but it's not going to work well. And I was a couple hours working on this yesterday, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm forcing this. Do I really want to spend my time with this energy doing this right now? So I stopped, and then this morning I sent him that note, and it came back. So I'm about to go in and go through those steps and see if I can get that sound on here. So if you hear the sound when you see this post, you know I was successful with his help. So for me, that's a metaphor with travel. When I was talking with Vanessa this morning at breakfast, she doesn't really plan a trip. She just tries to stay present and listen to the moment and see what she hears and make up where she goes. And that's the same kind of energy I'm talking about. And I do my best to practice that when I'm home, which is kind of a non-American thing. Competitive drive, force, go get it, go after it, just make it happen. And so I've had so much magic happen in my life, but just like letting go and listening. So I'm in Iquitos. Tomorrow at this time I'll be 2 hours into the boat ride to Tawayo Lodge. I don't know what kind of Wi-Fi or connection I'll have out there, but it might be 8 days before I get to post anything up. So before I go, I'm going to post a couple of pictures that I took from walking around the market and around the city here in Iquitos, and hopefully the sound of the howler monkeys in the forest. And then if you see the howler monkeys, it's been a success. So ciao. Have a great day or a great night wherever you are in the world, and I'll connect with you later. Bye.